Hey guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft GA results video. We're doing the football, so this is the second last weekend of the football before we have the final weekend, which will decide the finals and who gets relegated. So let's jump right in. So up first we have the Round 1 clash between Tyrone and Mayo. Tyrone opened the scoring, going 5 points up in the first 12 minutes. Tyrone finished the half in the lead, 8 points to 3. Tyrone opened the second half scoring with 1 point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finished Tyrone 11, Mayo 9. So a good win for Tyrone over Mayo after their defeat to Dublin. So the final score, Tyrone 11, Mayo 9. Up next we have the Roaring Tree clash between Laois and Limerick. Limerick opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Limerick finished the half in the lead, 6 points to 10. Laois opened the second half scoring with 5 points 18 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Laois 14 points, Limerick 15 points. So a good comeback for Limerick to win by 1 point. Final score, Laois 14 points, Limerick 15 points. So our first game on the Sunday is the Round 1 clash between Armagh and Kerry. Armagh opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 2 minutes. Kerry finished the half in the lead, 4 points to 8. Armagh opened the second half scoring with 1 point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finished Armagh 13 points, Kerry 113. So Kerry managing to get a goal to finish with a 3-point lead. So the final score, Armagh 13 points, Kerry 113. Up next we have the Round 1 clash between Kildare and Monaghan. Kildare opened the scoring, going 6 points up in the first 11 minutes. Kildare finished the half in the lead, 12 points to 7. Kildare opened the second half scoring with 5 points 13 minutes in. And the game eventually finished Kildare 24 points, Monaghan 112. So a very big win for Kildare over Monaghan. Kildare never really going behind at any stage. Constantly had Monaghan on the back foot. So final score, Kildare 24 points, Monaghan 112. Up next we have the Round 1 clash between Dublin and Donegal. The scoring opens Dublin 2 points, Donegal 2 points. Dublin finished the half in the lead, 1-8 to 1-5. The second half scoring opens Dublin 1-9, Donegal 1-6. And the game eventually finishes Dublin 2-15. Donegal 2-11. So another win for Dublin. Unfortunately, hasn't got them off the. It hasn't got them out of the relegation zone. So Final score, Dublin 215, Donegal 211. Up next we have the Royn 2 clash between Cork and Down. Cork opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 6 minutes. Cork finished the half in the lead, 1-5 to 5 points. Second half scoring, hold on, I'm reading the wrong one. Cork opened the second half scoring with another point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Cork 116, Down 112. So a very good win for Cork over Down. Final score, Cork 116, Down 112. Up next we have the Royn 2 clash between Derry and Galway. Galway opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Galway finished the half in the lead, 4 points to 3-8. Derry opened the second half scoring with 1.5 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Derry 12 points. Galway 4-11. So a massive win for Galway over Derry. So the final score, Derry 12 points, Galway 4-11. Up next we have the Royn 2 clash between Offaly and Roscommon. Roscommon opened the scoring, going 4 points up in the first 4 minutes. Roscommon finished the half in the lead, 7 points to 112. Roscommon opened the second half scoring with a goal 10 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Offaly 14 points. Roscommon 2-18. So a very dominant win for Roscommon over Offaly. Final score, Offaly 14 points, Roscommon 2-18. Next we have the Royn 2 clash between Clare and Meath. Meath opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 9 minutes. The teams finished the half level with 5 points each. The second half scoring opens Clare 6, Meath 6. And Meath, the game finishes Clare 9 points, Meath 10 points. So a very low scoring game between Clare and Meath getting the win in the end by 1 point. So the final score, Clare 9 points, Meath 10 points. Next up we have the Royn 3 clash between Westmeath and Fermanagh. Westmeath opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 5 minutes. Westmeath finished the half in the lead, 1-5 to 6 points. Westmeath opened the second half scoring with 1.8 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Westmeath 1-9. Fermanagh 12. So a draw in the end. Westmeath looked like they were going to do well for most of it, but Fermanagh managed to pull back in the end. So final score, Westmeath 1-9, Fermanagh 12. Up next we have the Royn 3 clash between Longford and Wicklow. Wicklow opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Longford finished the half in the lead, 2-5 to 9 points. Wicklow opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Longford 2-13. Wicklow 20 points. So Wicklow managing to get a 1-point win in the end. So final score, Longford 213, Wicklow 20 points. Up next we have the Rowan Tree clash between Louth and Antrim. Antrim opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Louth finished the half in the lead, 7 points to 4. Louth opened the second half scoring with 1 point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Louth 112. Antrim 1-8. So a good 4-point win for Louth over Armagh, or Antrim, I should say. So final score, Louth 112, Antrim 1-8. Up next we have the Roaring Fork clash between London and Cavan. Cavan opened the scoring, going 1 goal and 1 point up in the first 11 minutes. Cavan finished the half in the lead, 1-2 to 1-8. Second half scoring opens London 1-4, Cavan 1-9. And the game eventually finishes London 2-11. Cavan 1-15. So a 1-point win for Cavan over London. Final score, London 2-11, Cavan 1-15. Up next we have the Rowan Fork clash between Waterford and Sligo. Sligo opened the scoring, going 1 point up. Waterford finished the half in the lead, 1-7 to 4 points. Sligo opened the second half scoring with another point. And the game eventually finishes Waterford 1-11. Sligo 15 points. So Sligo just managing to edge it out in the end with a 1-point win. So final score, Waterford 1-11, Sligo 15 points. Up next we have the Rowan Fork clash between Tipperary and Carlow. The scoring opens Tipperary 1 point, Carlow 1 point. Tipperary finished the half in the lead, 9 points to 6. Tipperary opened the second half scoring with a goal 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Tipperary 2-16. Carlow 11 points. So a really good win for Tipperary over Carlow. Final score, Tipperary 2-16, Carlow 11 points. And our final game of the weekend, we have the Rowan Fork clash between Leitrim and Wexford. Wexford opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 7 minutes. Leitrim finished the half in the lead, 1-4 to 4 points. Wexford opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Leitrim 3-9. Wexford 1-11. So a good win for Leitrim. Final score, Leitrim 3-9, Wexford 1-11. So there you have it. Those are the results of the weekend's Football League fixtures. We now move into the final round of the football this weekend. The finalists of each division will be decided, and the teams that get relegated will be decided. So it's going to be a pretty big weekend, and don't forget to check out my hurling predictions and results. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next one.